6 months on the script, a year of casting, rehearsing and shooting, 3 months of post-production, and there it is, your film's ready to leave the parental home. But there's just one last hurdle. How do you get your film seen by the world? The day began with a keynote address from Oscar-winning producer Lord David Puttnam on the challenges faced by the film and creative industries in the transition to a digital world.
What you need is your break. You need to make the most of that break, and that break can be hard to find.
At the event, an offer you can't refuse, young filmmakers were treated to panellists from First Light Movies.
You've got to have your idea so set in your head.
Right, we've made the film, where does it go to next?
The work we do is a mixture of education, teaching, working with kids.
Let's catch up with Film Live's Rovecam for an offer you can't refuse.
First Light is a funder, basically, so we distribute funds across the whole of the UK to organisations working with young people aged 5 to 19.
I let on one stone in the field.
One of the projects that I was lucky enough to be involved with was a short film project with Station House, which was funded by First Light, and we got £5,000 to make a short film, which I directed, and we ran it as professionally as we could, and it then went on to win a First Light award in 2007.
A 1, a 2, a 3. Oh yeah, I see you, I see you. Back and forth.
Can you push me a little bit?
Yes, okay. You stay there. Won't be long. Okay. Here we go. Back and forth. Back and forth.
I think prepare for everything to go wrong, because like anything that can go wrong probably will.
The final presentation or the final screening is a crucial part of what, because the kids really, really love getting together, sharing their work and showing it off to their parents or to friends and family, etc.
That's better. We were talking about First Light, but more in general about working with young people in film. So how we develop films at GMAC with young people in different communities across Glasgow and across Scotland, and really about how it is for a professional filmmaker to work with young people or community groups.
Today was basically about First Light introducing to professionals working in the film industry what it might be to work with young people who are interested in finding out more about working and using skills, their professional skills to support young people who want to make short films.
A chance for the professionals to give something back to the UK film industry. Join us after the break.
I've been prized out of retirement to give a keynote speech, which I've just done and thoroughly enjoyed, to try and talk about the future. Ironically, not the past, but to talk about the future of the film industry.
That's all very good stuff, David.
Thank you very much.
I hope they're going to listen.
With any luck they will. But thanks for being here.
The secret is to take all the credit cards away and get it back to money on the line.
That's right with me. It is still quite difficult to move from film school into, as it were, into mainstream employment. I like to see a funding system whereby the schools themselves and the conservatoires and the acting schools are more reliably funded. I don't like seeing them scratching around for money, because frankly that's, we're entirely dependent on the talent they create. What you need is your break. You need to make the most of that break, and that break can be hard to find. And if you can associate yourself with something that's working with people that you really believe in, you will have a successful career in time. There are not many deeply gifted people sitting around coffee shops bemoaning the lack of a career.
I've been on a panel that's about how short filmmakers can use the internet to get their film out to a broader audience. And the advice I've been giving is that filmmakers should still show their film and premiere at festivals like Edinburgh and other great film festivals, but they should really consider getting their film out as wide and far as possible online. And especially if you're a short filmmaker, not really worrying about, you know, is it being seen for free or is it just on iTunes, but really have it on as many platforms as possible so that audiences can find it wherever they want to find it, when they want to find it. And while it's counterintuitive, I think that you can still sell your film even if it's out there completely for free.
Really, it's got the story. It's all about the story, and ultimately the film can look amazing, but if there's no story there, then it's going to be very difficult to sell.
Well, I think like anyone, I'm looking for a really compelling story, something that tells me something new about life or about a subject I don't know about, whether if it's a documentary, if it's a fiction film, I might just want to be entertained, but I want to be entertained in a way that's a story that's kind of refreshing and interesting and fun.
I would recommend that they keep their film as short as they can. I would not let it run beyond, personally I wouldn't let it run beyond 20 minutes. I mean, I don't want to be prescriptive about how long a short film should be, and ultimately it must be the duration that it needs to be. But if you really want to maximise your screening potential, shorter the better.
So really put a lot of effort and emphasis into the story and making sure it really does get edited down, because the minute you're watching a short film and it just starts to slow down and starts to drag a bit, then buyers lose interest, we lose interest. So it's about kind of keeping it short and sharp.
So I'm looking for a good story, and to me that story can be something that I watch 30 minutes of it on YouTube, and then I watch another 30 minutes on DVD at home, and then I finish watching it on my computer at work.
If you're making a short horror film, I want it to be spooky. If you're making a comedy, I want to laugh at it. Yes, I just need it to be true to its own origin.
So those first sort of 1 or 2 years of a film's life are the most important, really, and the festivals have an incredibly strong role in that.
Catch our 12-day coverage of the 63rd Edinburgh International Film Festival on Film Live TV, Daily Motions and iTunes. I'm Hannah Tiffin for Film Live TV.